G'day, it's Phil here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. We have a 50-cent collection book here in front of me, and lucky you guys, it's a new book. So it doesn't have any 50-cent pieces in it at the moment. It's just got placeholders to remind me of the designs that we are looking for. It's a new book for today. So that means it's an exciting hunt because every commemorative coin that we find today is going to go into the new book. It's a new color. I don't think I've had blue before. I've had multiple colors, but this is the blue book. 50-cent pieces, new book. So let's grab a roll and see what we can find for this new book. See if we can find as many commemorative coins as possible and see how long it's going to take us to fill in this book. That is the standard 50-cent piece design. It's the coat of arms, and I'll be just flicking through the reverses, just looking for commemorative coins. At the end, I'll go through all the coat of arms to make sure that I look for years where there was low mintage or not intended for circulation coat of arms. This coat of arms is from 2010, and we always check the 2010 for a rotation error. There are a number of errors and varieties that we also look for during the hunt. So we'll keep an eye out for those, and as I come across them, I'll let you know what we're looking for. Here is a commemorative coin, our very first one for the book. Celebrate What's Great Australia Day from 2010, but it's in shocking condition. So hopefully we'll find another one of those that's in a little bit better condition. But what we'll do is we'll put whatever we've got into the book for today, and as we go through the hunts over time, we will continue to upgrade any coins or better coins that we find. Here we have a 1995, which will be the Weary Dunlop coin. It's the 50th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. It's a very nice coin, but it is a common commemorative, so we'll put it up on the top row. On the top row, we will make a row of common commemoratives. Here is the 2005, also another common commemorative. This is the secondary school student competition winner for a 50-cent piece design. It was designed for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. It is common commemorative, so we'll go up the top. And as I say, as we go through the hunts, not only this week, but in the weeks to come, we will try and find the best grade commemorative that we can. And every time we sort of do find a really cracking looking coin, we'll try and upgrade it. Here's a 2001, and the 2001 series was the centenary of Federation, and we look for a number of those coins because a number of them were low minted. This is the 1912 coat of arms, the Commonwealth coat of arms, different from the coat of arms from the normal 50-cent piece, and it is the highest minted of that series in 2001. The other coins that came out in 2001 were the states and territories, and they're much lower minted and much harder to find. Here we have the 1994. It's the International Year of the Family. Another common commemorative, but again, it'll go into the book this week because it's the first of its kind that we have found. There is a very gross looking 1982 Commonwealth Games Brisbane, and hopefully we'll get a much better one than that. But it is also common commemorative. We'll see a lot of those over the journey. Oh, and here we have a 2004 primary school student competition winner for a 50-cent piece design. 2004 and 2005 were competition years. And so we have animals on that one, and that will go there onto the top row, the common commemorative row. Here's a 2002, so that'll be the year of the Outback. Again, another common commemorative, and we can probably, no, we'll have to fit it down there. We're a bit tight in on the picture today. And as I say, as we go through, there's a much better Commonwealth Games Brisbane. We'll go through, we'll get the best coin out of today's hunt, put it into the book. We'll continue to go on. There we go. That's the second roll. And when I do go through all the coat of arms at the end of the hunt, I'll be looking for years of what we call not intended for circulation, NIFC years, and that's the years 1986, 87, 89, 1990, 1992, and 2005. And what we know is that the coat of arms were issued in that year, but they were only put into sets or elsewhere, PNCs and so forth, and they weren't circulated to the general public. So if you find one of those in your hunt, it's a great outcome, and we always look out for those. And we also look out for the low mintage years of the years that were put into circulation. Here's another Brisbane Commonwealth Games. And that was the years 1985, 1993, and 2020. And those years were around 1 million minted in those years, and that's a low mintage. There's another Celebrate What's Great, a much better coin, so that's probably much better to be putting into the book. There's another secondary student competition winner. And when we finish this roll, this is being the third roll, what we'll do is we'll speed up the hunt a bit, and I'll only stop when we find something new. There's another Brisbane, Commonwealth Games Brisbane. And I'll annotate it, then we'll lay it down so that we know all the new coins that are coming out in the hunt. So let's speed things up a little bit now. And there, for the first time, we see the 2005 Remembrance coin. This is the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. Not a bad coin, and this one actually has a little bit of cud down here. There's a little bit of extra metal as we go through, and maybe at the end I'll show you what that looks like. And there, for the first time today, we see the Millennium Year coin, the coin from 2000. This particular coin has a variety where the centre cross in the Union flag on the Australian flag is infused into the coin, so it looks slightly different, and there's a lower minted variety there. We look out for that because that can be quite valuable to coin collectors. There, for the first time today, we see the 1998 Bass and Flinders. That's in pretty good nick, actually, so I'd be quite happy to put that particular coin into the book. But it is a common commemorative, and it will go up on the top row. And there, for the first time, we see the Australia's Volunteers. It's a very busy coin. This one's in quite good nick. It's from 2003, and it depicts the Australia's Volunteers of all shapes and sizes. Also common, and it will go up on the top row. There we have our very first Centenary of Federation for the book. It's New South Wales, the most popular state, from 2001, and not in great nick. It's a little bit dirty. It's been seen a bit of wear and been around the traps, but that's all right. If we find a much better one during the hunt over time, we'll replace it out, but this will go into the book and fill in a spot on the keepers. Into the book it goes, and on the bottom row as a keeper it will stay. Oh, and there we have the very first 50-cent piece commemorative. This is the 1970 Captain Cook. We don't see that as many or as much as we used to, but there are a lot of these around, and that's definitely a good find for the book, but it'll go on the top as a common commemorative. Oh, and another Centenary Federation, but it isn't, again, a New South Wales. That's amazing. A little bit better condition, so this will probably be the one that's in the book. Got a bit of brown there. We'll see how it goes. Trying to find the best of the bad bunch. And that then brings us on to the last roll. So, wouldn't say it was a magnificent hunt, but given that it's the first hunt of the book, every commemorative is going into the book. Can't complain with that. A significant amount is going to go into the book, and we'll do that in a sec, but one Centenary Federation type only at this stage, which is to be expected. They are not easy to find, and they will come over time, but we'll see how it goes. But not an unusually bad hunt or anything like that. Here we have the obverse with the commemorative design on it. It's the 50th anniversary of decimal currency. The changeover coin has the ram's head on it, which is the pre-decimal equivalent of the 50-cent piece, and it still has the coat of arms on the reverse there, but that is a commemorative coin where the commemorative is on the obverse side, the only one of our coins with a commemorative like that, but also it'll be going into the book because it's the first time we've seen that in the hunt. And the last coin is a Centenary Federation fitting. We have piles and piles of those. But there it is. We have the hunt done. So I'll quickly go off to the side and look through all the coat of arms and see if there's anything else of any note, and I'll come back and let you know if I found anything. Well, a couple of things of note really amongst the coat of arms. We have 3 coat of arms with the changeover obverse on them. So now I've got a pick of the 4 changeover coins that I can put into the book. Probably be that one. Oh no, that might have a bit of green on it. We'll see. Put that down there. With that, we have the low minted 2020 Jody Clark coat of arms. We picked up one of those. We'll put that in the book. It's very nice for the collection. And we also picked up a 2019 IRB, which is another coat of arms with a low mintage. I don't read that one out at the start, but I'll put that on my list now, and I'm going to put it in. It's about 1.1 million of those, so even lower than the 2020, but it's very hard to find in circulation. So we'll put that down there so that we can put it into the book. And the other 2 keepers that we really got were the New South Wales Centenary Federation. That one looks a lot better than that one. That one will probably go into the book. Well, yes, definitely. It would need an upgrade over time for that one, so that's fine. But we'll put that into the book. The other one will go into the wider collection. But talking of the book, let's get the book out. And I'll pull out on the view so that we can put all of the coins into the book. So let's move that up a bit higher. I'll talk through it this time, because usually I go through it quite slow and speed up the viewing on it. And so let's do that, just so that people can see exactly what I do. It's going to make the video a bit longer, but I don't think that's really a problem, that much of a problem. But we'll put these to the side. Some of the ones will be quite easy to know which ones to put in, because they'll be the only one that is around, like these over here. Then we'll go through and have a look. So let's get it into view. We'll start off with the Captain Cook. Put that to the side. We'll grab the Captain Cook. We don't have the Silver Jubilee. We don't have the Royal Wedding. We've got the Commonwealth Games Brisbane. Now, the last one I think was the best one. And I'll go through just having a look, picking out the good ones and throwing away or putting back into the circulation the ordinary ones, and then having a look at them individually by eye, and looking at the reverse here. Now, even though that's got a bit of a spot of dirt on it, that is the best one that we can find today. So that'll go into the book. We can get the tall ships, the Ram's Head. We've got the Year of the Family. Let's put that down there. The Year of the Family. There we go. We'll just eyeball some of those. That's no good. That's not too bad. Throw them away. See which one has the best looking obverse. Yeah, that one. And as I say, we'll take the best that we have at the moment, and then every hunt we do, we will be going and looking for upgrades, always looking out for better looking coins. And we've got Weary Dunlop. Just eyeballing it, that looks, yeah, pretty darn good in comparison to the others. I'll get Weary in there. Bass and Flinders, I did see that there was a really good looking Bass and Flinders. Yeah, that first one. With a little bit of extraneous dirt there. That's quite a good looking one. Put the rest in the bag. In she goes. Now I don't have placeholders. A Millennium Coin, we only got one of those, so we'll grab that one. We'll need to look out for upgrades on that. Royal Visit we didn't get. Centenary of Federation, and this is going to be a bit of a hard one. First pass, we just look for relatively clear fields on the reverse. We have an eyeball, and if they're all much of a muchness, put them over to the obverse and check the obverse. So that one is the better one of those. And then we've got New South Wales. So that was the one that we picked up. Well, now this is going to be a hard choice, because we have to see if there was one there where it looked like it had a bit of verdigris on it, or was it just puff. This one's much better. It does have a burn or something on it. No, that was, at the moment, that one is the better one, even though it's got a little bit of brown on the obverse. No other Centenary Federation, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go on those. We've got a Windmill Coin, the Year of the Outback. We've only got one of those, which is a little bit unusual, but that one is the one that's going to go in. Then we've got the Australia's Volunteers, and I know we did pick up a reasonable one of those. That first one was actually quite nice. Quite a nice example of that one. So that'll go into the book. And then the primary student design competition winner, we did get a really good looking one of that. But I might put that one aside, because I have a viewer who is in the US and whose daughter really likes koalas, so that one might be a good one to send over to him. We do find some of those in other hunts as well, so always on the lookout. It's always good to be able to upgrade. Are we off camera there? I wonder if we were off camera for the other one. Anyway, what else? What did I... Oh, there we go. The Remembrance coin, 60th anniversary. There was a really good one of those, actually. I think it was that one. That one's not too bad. The rest all pretty shocking. And I wanted to show you the difference between one that has a cut and one that doesn't. So this one, which is a really nice example, down the bottom here at the robe, you can clearly see that it's defined the end of the priest's robe. There's a gap to the ground, whereas these two, there's a big blob of metal there where that gap should be, and that's because the dye degrades in that area, because it is quite a small little gap where the metal is supposed to be extruded in on the die. It's a raised bit on the die so that it's a low bit on the coin. Under pressure it breaks and it causes an extra bit of metal to form. What is that? That might be a bit of verdigris, so I won't keep that one. I'll keep the other one that's just as good. That'll go in there. Then we have the secondary student competition winner. And there was a reasonable one in here. Not that one, that's got sticky tape all over it. I might have to wait for a more decent one of that. Yeah, the sticky tape one is really good, but I'm not putting one with the sticky tape in the book. So that goes in there, and then we have Celebrate What's Great. And this is making the video really long, so I apologize if you are here just to see the coins that I find. That's one pretty good, actually. We can find, these are only 13 years old, and you can find these 2010s in really good nick. So very happy about that. When you find an upgrade, that's quite easy to decide that that one is the best one of the changeover coins. And that's pretty much it for the common commemoratives, or the commemoratives as such. We picked up these two low minted coat of arms, the 2020 and the 2019, and they're going to go at the bottom of the book. When we find something that's not necessarily an oddity, but something that we would like to keep as part of this book, like say another country's coin or an NIFC, and we'll keep it in here until the book's finished. And then usually, especially if I think they're a valuable coin, I'll put them into flips and put them into my wider collection. And we'll only keep one of those. If we find any more 2019, if we find any more 2019s or 20s, it'll go into my wider collection. But this, for the book, this time round, that's it. And so what we have is a whole heap of placeholders that have only been in the book for one hunt and then back out again into the holding pattern. But that's the way it goes. Very happy to fill in that many gaps in the book in the first hunt. There's still a lot to find. We're only on the first hunt. Some of them will take particularly long. Some of them won't. Some of them we'll find next week, no doubt, straight up. Maybe the Royal Wedding, or maybe the rest will be a bit harder to find, but we'll see how it goes. But if you like what I do, please think about subscribing. I'd love to hear from you too. If you want to leave a comment, let me know what you're finding in your area. How common are some of these common commemoratives to you? But I'll be back for more noodling in a few days, so I'll see you then. Bye.